Hello, everybody. I'm about to play the first game I ever owned. Back in 1987, my father brought home a Tandy 1000 personal computer, and with it, he brought home a computer game that had a pretty big effect on me. It was called The Black Cauldron. It was based on a Disney movie, which was based on a book by Lloyd Alexander, neither of which I had read or seen. So playing this game was my first exposure to the whole world of Prydain and the Book of Three and the series that Lloyd Alexander had written. Um, and I have to admit, I had a lot of fun playing this game. It was me and my sisters and my cousins all working together to solve the puzzles. We didn't even know how to save back then, so it got pretty frustrating, as you might imagine. And it took me about 5 years to finally beat because we got really stuck. We didn't use any cheats. I actually had to see the movie to figure out how to get past the part we got stuck. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get into the game. Whoa. Forgot how loud that was. Nice multiphonic speakers from the Tandy 1000, man. How cute. Isn't that nice? It's so much better than using just the regular PC internal speaker. Um, like I said, we had a Tandy 1000 computer at the time, and that was capable of multiphonic sounds. So we actually played it back in the 80s, 1987, with the full effects, I think, of what they wanted to intend sound-wise. And fortunately in Dosbox you can emulate Tandy 1000 conditions, which is what I'm doing. And it gives you that brighter sound where more than one note can be played at the same time, which I think is important. And when you're hearing beepy music, it makes it sound a little more interesting. So anyway, this is Black Cauldron. This game was different from all of the other Sierra adventure games because you could actually, well, the other ones had a parser interface at the time where you would actually have to type things in order to do things. But this one I think was geared more towards kids, so you didn't really have to type. Everything was done with the function keys for the most part. I mean, you still had the arrows would walk you around, and I think if you use the number keys, yeah, you can walk diagonal and stuff. But for example, if you wanted to do anything, you would push a function key, and the do button is F6. There's nothing to do here, okay. So you have to kind of be near what you want to do, what you want to manipulate. F6 would basically do anything that doesn't require an item. F8 would look around. So let's see what this says. This is the cottage of Dalbin, the ancient wizard of Prydain. You have lived here as long as you can remember, serving as assistant pig keeper of Care Dalbin. So you get that text box, you push enter, you close it. It's nice because everything would pause while those were open. If you wanted to use an item, you would push F4. Okay, you need to pick an object to use, and in order to do that, you push F3. But of course, I'm not carrying anything, so I guess when I start getting items, I'll be able to use them on specific things. I think also the other one was the tab button, which just brought up the inventory without picking an object. I think you can actually look at items with that in this. So let's look at this. It's the same thing that it said before. Let's go inside and see what we can do. You open the door. Okay, now this is... Oh, there's Dalbin sitting at the desk there. He looks kind of blocky. Looks like his chin is about as big as his nose. Juts out there. Maybe he doesn't have any teeth. And notice how people that don't have teeth, their chins tend to like touch their nose almost. It's probably He's an old man, so he probably got that. Let's see what he has to say. F6 to talk. F6 basically does everything that doesn't require an item. Taryn, it's time for you to feed our favorite pig, Hen Wen, says old Dalbin. Take good care of her. She is a very special animal. Oh, look at his animation there. He's talking to me. He's a little delayed. So, actually, maybe that isn't his chin. Maybe that's his arm. That doesn't, unless his mouth was jutting out like that. That's weird. I don't know. Whatever. So I gotta feed the pig. I think I feed him this gruel up here. Hen Wen's gruel is warming over the fire. Okay, let's grab that. You carefully reach over the fire and take Hen Wen's pot of simmering gruel. Alright. Now, I have beaten this before, so this isn't exactly a blind Let's Play, but it's been a very long time since I've beaten this. It's been, I mean, I was 7 when I first played this game. I'm not going to give you my age, but let's just say it's been, you could probably guess my age. I'm 32 now. So it's been quite a while. I did beat it, I think, again sometime in the 90s, but I don't know. I do remember the beginning pretty well. And that duck just honked me, and alright. Honk, honk, honk was what the duck said. You open the door of the shed and discover some dried corn. Alright, shut up, duck. Okay, let's grab the corn. You reach into the shed and pick up the corn. Alright, I'm not getting any points for any of this. Usually when you pick things up in these games, you get points. Now, if I remember correctly, this goat knocks me over. Yep. Ow! The goat thinks you want to play tag. Yeah, I remember that. I remember laughing at that as a kid. It's still funny. Try to avoid him now. I don't want to get knocked down again. So I have, well, let's see. I got 2 items now. Corn and gruel. I don't know. I guess I could pick either one to feed him. I don't know which one gives me more points. I think the gruel is probably a better meal. I'd rather feed him that, I think. So let's select that item. We'll open. You open the gate and notice it has fallen off its hinges. Ah, damn it. You'll have to fix it someday when you have time. I remember, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to remember. I won't try not to spoil it for you guys, but I do remember this part. Alright, so let's feed him the gruel. F4 uses the item I selected. You feed the gruel to your hungry pig, Hen Wen. And there he goes, eating it. Hen Wen certainly enjoys eating. Well, he's a pig. You're beside Hen Wen's house, but she is not home. Oh, look at this. Oh, Hen Wen is trotting away. I like the front view of the pig. It looks pretty funny. It reminds me of Charlotte's Web, that pig. Perhaps she's going to Dalbin's cottage. Ooh, okay, let's go there. So yeah, you follow the pig to Dalbin's cottage, and I think that's how the whole quest begins, is you're kind of on a quest for this pig. But we'll see what happens. Let's go in there. And I mean, some of you have probably read the book, seen the movie. You know, I saw the movie when I was many years ago. I don't remember it that well. I actually did read the book too. I actually did when I was really little. When I was probably about 8 or 9, I read the book. No, it was later than that. I was probably 10, because it was before I beat the game. Oh, look, something's wrong with Hen Wen. Okay, here we go. This is where we get our story. As Hen Wen places her snout in the water, she enters a trance. A vision appears above the bowl. Yeah, that's the Horned King. He's the bad guy. Ooh, dissonance. Evil. Taryn, says Dalbin, you've never known about Hen Wen's magic powers, but unfortunately the time has come for me to tell you. Hen Wen can show us things that happen in faraway places. Through her vision, she is now telling me a terrible tale. The Horned King, the most evil ruler in all Pryden, is searching for Hen Wen. He could force her to use her visions to reveal the location of the great Black Cauldron. If he finds the Black Cauldron, he will have unspeakable power. Taran, you must take Hen Wen to the hidden cottage of the fair folk. They are our only hope to keep her from the Horned King. Good luck, Taran. Take this coil of rope, and hurry, before the Horned King's power becomes unstoppable. And with that out of the way, that's our quest, basically. Does he have anything else to say? Goodbye, Taran, says Dalbin. Hurry, get Hen Wen to safety. And from here on out, the pig follows me until I get her to safety. Or I think at one point, well, I don't want to spoil anything. Alright, so let's see what's in here before we go. You want to take some supplies, I'm sure. Okay, here's your good old knapsack. It might be useful. So let's grab it. This knapsack will hold just about anything you may find. Caer Dalbin is noted for its delicious apples. You love their sweet, crisp taste. Alright, let's give that a grab. You take the apple. It certainly looks delicious. You notice some freshly baked bread that smells delicious. This looks like enough bread for 3 meals. An empty water flask is here. The water flask is made of soft leather. Now I do remember you do need water and you need food in this game. You get hungry and you get thirsty. The cupboard is bare, so you close it. And if you don't drink and you don't eat, you'll die. So that's one thing about this game that I remember. So let's go out and here's a barrel of water. Let's fill up our flask with water so that we have some. You fill your water flask with water. Nice. And let's save game here. This will be our first save. We'll call this Save the Pig. That's what we're doing. And let's go. Alright, here we are. Walking around this nice... Oh, now I do remember that there is something hidden under the bridge. Let's go ahead and... The solid fence blocks your way east. The footbridge over the shallow stream will keep your feet dry. I gotta go on the other side, I think. I do remember that there's something hidden under this bridge. Your feet get wet from walking through the shallow stream. Doesn't look like it's very deep at all. There's a wallet beneath the bridge. Reaching under the footbridge, you take the wallet and look inside. It is filled with food. I've never seen a wallet filled with food. That's good. I think that's actually like one of the items. Like you never run out of food in there if you ever get hungry, which is nice because it's very easy to run out of food when all you have is bread, an apple, some bad corn, and that's it. You know. Let's save. Save the pig. Alright. Nice. Very pretty places here. Listening to the south, you are sure you hear a roaring sound. Okay, so that must be the waters down there. Oh no, it's one of the Horned King's evil Gwythaints, yeah. Now, I do remember this. These dragons, they capture the pig. They capture you and the pig, but eventually they drop you. But you could still save the pig if they capture you. So I'm going to try to avoid them, though, and see if I could save the pig without getting captured. Obviously, that's a better idea. And it's actually all coming back to me. I think in here This is where I'm supposed to be, actually. I think in these bushes there's a place I could bring the pig to safety. Your throat is dry. Okay, let's drink something then. The water from your flask tastes delicious. Okay. Yes, see, now, obviously, I know this game, so I know I'm supposed to go in here. Um, you emerge from the brambles into a clearing with a strange underground house. So I remember playing for hours and hours trying to save the pig, because we didn't know how to save, so we would always start from the beginning the first day that we got this game. And so we pretty much explored everywhere trying to save the pig, and we did discover this house here the first day we were playing it. God, my memory is all coming back to me that day. You open the door, peek inside, and carefully enter the underground house. Hen Wen recognizes Gwistel as one of the fair folk and a long-ago visitor to Caer Dallben. She is happy to see her old friend. You are inside a Fairfolk way station with Gwistel, a great hero of the Fairfolk. Dallben spoke of him many times, and you know he can be trusted. Okay, let's talk to him.
Good luck, Taran of Caer Dallben, says Gwistel. Do not worry about Hen Wen. The Horned King will never find her. Oh, welcome, Taran, says the fairy. I am Gwistel, one of the fair folk, and a friend of Dallben. He told us to expect you, and asked us to hide Hen Wen from the Horned King.
I wish he had said that before. That would have made more sense before he said the other thing. Congratulations, that's his voice.
Congratulations, you have delivered Hen Wen to safety, and successfully fulfilled
Dallben's request. Actually, no, it's not his voice. There's an open quotation mark there. Confused me. No closed quotation. Oh well.
But since you left Caer Dallben, the Horned King behaves even more fiendishly. My king, Adeleg, contacted Dallben, seeking his help. Dallben now wants you to locate King Adeleg and help him in whatever way you can. Since the fair folk are continually moving, I can't tell you where they are, but I can tell you their magic password. Bmpfx. Use it wisely. Good luck, Taran of Caer Dallben.
Gwistel flies to the little door.
Come, Hen Wen, I'll keep you safe from the Horned King.
So yeah, this is just one possible way of rescuing the pig. Hen Wen smiles goodbye as Gwistel takes her through his secret passage. The other way of doing it is if the Gwythent that we saw earlier, if he manages to capture the pig, then you actually have to sneak into the castle and rescue her. That's actually the way it happens in the film, and I think the book too, but I'm not sure. But I don't know. I just decided to do it this way because I don't know if I ever beat it this way. I don't know if you get more points this way. You might get less points. But actually, the point at which I was stuck was actually the point after we saved Hen Wen. We didn't know what to do after that. And for the longest time, we were trying to figure out where we were supposed to go. I mean, we saved her both ways. We saved her by going to the castle. We saved her by going in here. But every time, either way, no matter which way we saved her, we didn't know what to do. And he basically tells us that we got to find King Adeleg. And we didn't see the movie, so we didn't know where that was. But fortunately, after I had seen the movie, and after I had read the book, I knew exactly where we were supposed to go. So, see if I can remember where that place is, where King Adeleg is. You carefully open the cupboard. You have some cookies. Okay, good. Since the cupboard is bare, you close it. Look at this fire here. The glow of the fire makes you think of the fires you used to tend at Caer Dallben. You feel a twinge of homesickness. Okay. So let's save. We saved the pig. And, let's see if we can find King Adeleg. You close the door. Now, in the movie, I remember the Gwythyn does capture the pig, and Taran has to go into the castle and save the pig. And after he saves the pig, then he goes to see King Adeleg. But since the game, you could take a different path. It's different this way. Ooh. What manner of creature is wandering nearby? Too bad I didn't see him because I was walking off screen. But I think that was Gurgi. So this is actually where you're supposed to go after you saved the pig, assuming you saved him by going into the castle. But since we didn't save him that way, see, I'm jumping on rocks. You gotta jump on the larger rock here, and it will whisk you into King Adeleg's lair. For the longest time, we didn't know that we were supposed to do this. See, this is, I think, is the rock. At last, you've made it to the top of the rock. You're undecided about what to do next. See, now, had I gone into the castle and rescued Hen Wen from the castle, there would be actually footprints leading to these rocks, pig footprints that you would have noticed, and that would have been your hint to jump on these rocks and jump on this rocks here, which would have whisked you into Adeleg's lair. And I remember for the longest time we couldn't figure out, we never even noticed the footprints until I had actually seen the movie. I was like, oh, this is where we're supposed to go, and then I noticed the footprints there. But since the Gwythyn never captured the pig, and we saved the pig without going to the castle, there's another way of doing it. He gave us a magic word. Let's use it. Boomfsks, you say firmly, but nothing happens. And I remember we didn't know what to do with his magic word. We were just walking around aimlessly, trying to figure out where to use this frickin' word. You bask in the beauty of the falling water and enjoy its refreshing scent and soothing sound. It wasn't until many years later that I realized we were supposed to use the word here. Now, I don't know what would have tipped us off using the word here. You say the word exactly as Gwistle taught you. The rock beside the waterfall sinks into the stream, revealing a hidden cave. There was no clue as to where we were supposed to use the word, and it was pretty much pure luck that we found out that we were supposed to use it here. Okay, let's go inside. You enter the cave. It's pitch black in here. Oh, you're falling.
And just who is this falling into my kingdom? Shouts King Adeleg of the Fair Folk. That waterfall was supposed to keep people out.
My name is Taran, assistant pig keeper of Caer Dallben, you reply. You requested help from Dallben, the mystic. I am here to assist you.
You? The king shouts in disbelief. The great Dallben sends me a pig keeper, and an assistant pig keeper at that. I can't believe it. If you truly represent Dallben, you would offer me something to show your respect.
Do I have anything? I don't have really. Does he like cookies?
horn. "You have much to learn about the fair folk," says the king. "Begone, you impostor!" King Edeleg sprinkles you with fine powder, and you float away as light as a feather. Okay, so I'm supposed to give him something more valuable. Oh, the rock is back up. Boomps. You say the word exactly as Bristol taught you. The rock beside the waterfall sings into the street, revealing a hidden cave. So he wants something. I don't think I have anything valuable enough to give him yet. So let's explore a bit more. Caer Dallben is certainly an enchanting place. What manner of creature is this wandering nearby? This is Gurgi. Gurgi is not too clean and could use a bath, but he is friendly and pleasant. Can't do anything here. Hi. Oh.
Hi, I'm Gurgi. Do you have any munchings and crunchings for me?
I'm doing my best Gurgi impression. Alright. You begin to feel a little hungry. Alright, well let's feed Gurgi first. I'll give him the cookies.
Gurgi loves cookies. Gurgi now Tyrant's friend for life.
Oh, look at him eating. I'm gonna eat something too. Let's have an apple, I guess.
Gurgi too busy for presents right now.
No, I was trying to eat the apple. Alright. Maybe now I can eat it. Gurgi isn't close enough to see it. I don't want to give it to Gurgi. I want to eat it myself. Alright. Hello, Gurgi. How's my old friend? No. Says nothing. How rude. Alright, well. I know that you're supposed to make friends with him because he saves you later. Oh, look where we are, back home. Oh, the goat thinks you want to play tag. Thank you. Alright, get away from me, get away. Let me see if I can increase the speed. It walks a little slowed. I think fastest is ridiculously fast. That fast should be good enough. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Let's go inside. Maybe Dallben has something else to say to me. Thank you, Taran, says kindly old Dallben. You have gotten Hen Wen to safety and kept her powers from the evil uses of the Horned King. Alright. But what am I going to do about Edeleg? Ouch! Don't stick your hand in the fire. Alright. Do you have anything else to say? No? Alright, let's get out of here. So, I gotta figure out... I gotta find something to give King Edeleg. Ate a leg. He ate a leg. Don't eat my leg. Alright, sorry about that. You enjoy walking through the peaceful meadows of Caer Dallben. Da-dee-dee-da-dee. Oh, da-dee-dee-da-da. Your throat is dry. Oh, and I'm hungry too. Oh, I gotta... the water from your flask tastes delicious. Let's eat something too. Let's eat something from the food wallet. The magic food wallet produces enough food to satisfy you. Okay. Alright, well, back here again. Let's explore this area now. Ah. I wonder where I should look. The forest is a beautiful sight. Right, well, let's go right to the obvious. You discover a musical lute inside a hole in this tree. You
could always take the lute and run. You take the lute and realize that it is slightly out of tune. Alright, well, let's tune it. After a brief tuning, the lute sounds better. Ah, how pleasant. Alright, well, this kind of looks a little creepy here. Here all seems relatively peaceful. The forest to the west, however, is dark and frightening. Alright, well, let's go into the dark, frightening forest. The rapids are turbulent and treacherous. This is not a good place to dive in. The river is far too treacherous to swim. Oh, I almost walked right in there. You see that? In these trees. Chills run down your spine as you wonder what those mountains hold. There's nothing like this around Caer Dallben. The swamp to the west is impenetrable. The land is unstable and soggy. Okay. I think I remember who lives on the other side of that swamp. You are at the northeast corner of Morva Marsh. It's a dismal, gloomy swamp with dangerous bogs. Let's go up here. Ooh. This is a frightening forest with wicked trees. The winds from the evil land of the Horned King blow strongly here. You look at the tree and see a dagger holding up a no trespassing sign. You carefully remove the sharp dagger from the tree. You have no use for a no trespassing sign, so you leave it. Alright, let's save. Now that we have a weapon. Like, that might be something valuable enough for King Adeleg. But let's keep looking around. This is just a freaky forest. Even the trees snarl and cast evil shadows at you. Oh, okay, now this place I remember. This is going up to the castle. I think I'm going to end my first episode here, because I think I'm kind of going pretty long, and we'll continue here the next episode, so tune in next time for my next episode of Let's Play Black Cauldron.